Alright, out at the field this morning. Really calm day. Got about a 1 mile an hour breeze. I think it's supposed to get a little windier as the morning progresses. Pretty cool. About 34, but again by 10 it should be 40. I'm the only one here so far. Wonder why. Got the T-28 today and the Super EZ. And I think I'm going to send my radio in for a checkout, because I don't know if it'll show up on the screen, but right there, if I prop it up here, right there is a brown spot. It appears to be controlling the radio fine, but it's very noticeable when you're turning it on and off. So I'll probably have to send that into Spectrum and let them look at it. Got the Santa Claus beard going on. Probably have it growing for another month or so, and then cut it off after the first of the year. Grandkids get a kick out of it. Alright, so first up, let us get the T-28 out there. That's the first time I've been out flying in probably 5 weeks. For some reason I just haven't been out flying a lot this year. Alright. Low rates on that. We'll go mid on everything else. Just low on the... Alright, and I left my sunglasses up there, so we're going to try to play it safe and stay down on the north end of the field. Alright, here we go. For those of you that haven't heard the story on this plane, sorry for the bouncing around, I got to get down here to the end. Yeah, for those that haven't heard the story on this plane, sorry, I'll keep it in a little closer. I picked it up in a multi-plane deal and had no intentions of keeping it, but it did sit in the garage for a while. Got time to get ready to thin some of the fleet out, and this is one of them that I pulled out and listed as part of a package sale, and which is a whole nother topic. I'll get on that in a second. But fella came to look at a couple other planes, and he had that one up on the bench, and he was humming and hawing, and I said, oh, you know what, just give me $60 for it, which I thought was a fair price. I mean, it even had the receiver in it. Basically just put your battery in it and bind it to a Spectrum radio and you're good to go. I had never flown it, so he said he'd think about it, and I told him, well, the offer is a one-time deal, so he passed. And the next time I came to the field, I decided to bring it out, and I got to tell you, it flies marvelously. So it's one of those planes, I was just selling it to get space, not realizing how well it flew. And after realizing it, heck, I'd buy a plane like this for $100. And I was sitting there trying to sell this one for $60. So I was really glad that he didn't buy it. Oh, and back on top of it, as far as selling groups in a lot, I think the problem is with that, you'll see it, people try it from time to time. I've tried it, and you just don't get any buyers out there. Some people will say, yeah, they want it, but then they never show up, because, you know, it's a lot of money. You're talking about somebody coming over and laying out $1,500, $2,000. You know, now granted, they're getting, you know, $3,000 worth of planes, but nobody wants to split that that much money out of the wallet. So you're much better off. You're selling planes, sell them 1 and 2 at a time. You know, I think you'll come out a lot better. What I do with a lot of mine is just give them away. You know, if it's a $100 plane, somebody's looking at it and they don't got the money. You know what? Give me what you can afford and pay it out, whatever you want to do. That part makes no difference to me. I had the big brother on this one, the FMS 1400. I was really liking that plane because you could fly it on a 4S, 5S, or a 6S battery with no prop change. And so I was really starting to like it. Only had a dozen flights on it, maybe, if that. My camera mounts to my hat. The band on the back of the hat broke loose. And it'd been that way for a while. The hat kept sliding up and down. But it kept getting worse. I was out here flying that big T-28 and hat band broke loose and camera started falling to the ground. So like a dodo, I took my eyes off the plane and my hand off the radio to try to save the camera from hitting the ground. And by the time I got my hands back on the radio and got it back under control, she was already diving into the ground. So, lesson learned there. Don't try to save a $100 hat camera in lieu of a $300 airplane. The math just doesn't work out too good. So Jimmy out here was interested in leftovers. So for $50, I let him have all the parts and pieces, and included the motor and the ASC and the receiver, which were all fine. So he got a good deal on it, and I made more space in the hangar. But that probably will be a plane that I'll reacquire down the road. I haven't bought anything new in quite a while. Been 4 or 5 months at least since I bought anything new. Alright, like I said, it's about 30, well, by now it's probably 35. But I gotta tell you, it's pretty cool on the old hands here. Got a set of pocket warmers in my pocket. Alright, let's go ahead and take a landing. Been up for about 6 or 6.5 minutes, so go around one more time. Alright, bring her in for a landing. This one floats pretty good, so you can just drop the throttle on it and just let it settle in. There it is, Parkzone T-28. Motor kills off. Great flying little plane. Thanks for watching.